Hello to the loyal companions of Narrator of the Ancient Land. Welcome to the beginning of yet another step in our incredible journey into the heart of ancient Iranian history. A journey rooted in legends and stories that span thousands of years, each one unveiling a new layer of the glory and mystery of this eternal land. In this episode, as always, I'll be sharing excerpts from the book The Eternal Land with you. Alongside the narration, I've included historical images and short video clips to help bring the atmosphere and spirit of those times to life. But that's not all. Through this experience, I also want to help you improve your English listening skills. By following the stories, immersing yourself in the language, and hearing the words in context, this channel can also be a fun and engaging way to strengthen your English, especially for those who enjoy history and storytelling. If you enjoyed these stories and want this journey to continue, I truly appreciate your support. Don't forget to like, leave a comment, and most importantly, subscribe to the Narrator of the Ancient Land. Now, are you ready to travel back thousands of years into history? Stay with the narrator. Every time the tours came near, they would run away as soon as they saw us. But on the day they killed 5 of our people, they didn't run. Instead, they rushed toward the Temple of Fire, and we could smell their scent in the air. We were surprised and didn't understand why they were going there, so we tried to stop them. But they attacked us with big, heavy wooden sticks and killed 5 of our people, the local people said. Did you ask them why they were going to the Temple of Fire? Iranian asked. The locals replied, we didn't ask just once, we asked them 10 times, but they spoke in a language we couldn't understand, and it seemed like they didn't understand our language either. When we saw that they were killing us like lions or elephants, we had to fight back. We took the bodies of our people and brought them to Gom Hill. Have you seen the tours again since then? Iranian asked. Yes, 2 more times, but this time we were careful. We got ready to defend ourselves. If they tried to attack again, we were ready to fight, the locals said. You must try to understand what they are saying and what they want, Iranian said. The locals replied, we can understand the language of deer and ducks, but we can't understand the tours. Since they were going to the Temple of Fire, when the fighting happened, I think they came to take fire. It would have been better to give them fire than to lose 5 lives. Next time, if you see the tours coming, take a clay pot with fire in it and walk toward them. Put it on the ground where they can't see it. Show them you are giving them the fire. The locals replied, they are so wild, we don't think they will understand what we are doing. I don't believe they're that wild. If you hold the grass in your hand and show it to a deer, the deer knows you want to feed it. The tours are human, so they must understand at least as much as a deer, Iranian said. Iranian stayed in the area for 5 more days, hoping the tours would return, but they didn't, so she went back to Silk. When she arrived, she saw that many men and women were standing by the lake watching something. As always, when Iranian returned, the people left their work and gathered around her. They wanted to know what she had learned and why the tours had attacked. Ruth now holding a wooden staff like the Iranians before her. I found out that the tours had come to take fire. They were going toward the Temple of Fire, but the locals didn't understand them and stopped them. That's why the fight started and 5 people died. I have told the locals that if the tour come again, they should give them fire. But when I came back here, I saw that you were all watching something. What were you looking at? At that moment, a young girl named Tyr, about 17 years old, with golden hair blowing in the wind, walked up to Iranian, smiling. We were watching these creatures, she said. Iramban looked and saw birds she had never seen before. Some were so beautiful that she couldn't take her eyes off them. She asked Tyr, where did these birds come from? Tyr, who was a boat woman, laughed and said, I brought them. Tyr pointed to the northeastern side of the lake and said, from over there. How did you catch them? Rud asked. I walked on to the shore and saw a group of birds pecking at the ground. Some had red crests on their heads and long tails. They were so beautiful I wanted to catch them, and I saw that they couldn't fly, so I caught a few and brought them back with me, Tyr said. Rud walked closer to look at the birds. Over the next few days, she noticed something interesting. The birds with crests and long tails were males, and the others were females. Until that day, no one in Silk had ever heard the roosters crow. But when Tyr brought the roosters and hens, the people of Iran heard it for the first time. Since we first introduced Rud under the olive trees near the hill and the lake, two big changes happened in the Silk. First, people started using horses for carrying things and for travel. Second, they brought short mountain animals, sheep, down to Silk and began racing them. After sheep came to Silk, Rud told the people all living things have males and females. To grow their numbers, they need to live together. So, the people of Silk began raising male and female animals together, so their herds could grow. The city of Silk was connected to other towns by water, so when nearby villages saw what the people of Silk were doing, they also started using horses and sheep. One day a boat arrived in Silk. The people saw that a young and beautiful woman was among the passengers. She was with several men. When they stepped off the boat, the people realized that the woman was the ruler of the city of Giyan. Rud welcomed the woman, who was called Mazon. She gently hugged her and took her home to offer her food. Two women were talking about their cities. From what Mazon said, it seems that the city of Giyan was located in the northwest of the lake, but compared to Silk, Giyan had fewer people. The people there didn't use horses or sheep, and they didn't know yet that the copper could be melted. However, the city had skilled wood carvers. Rud told her husband Zab that it would be a good idea to send a horse, a mare, a ram to Giyan by boat. This way the people of Giyan could see what kind of things the people of Silk had. Zab liked the idea. So when Mazon was ready to go back to Giyan, he put a pair of horses and a pair of sheep on the boat and sent them with her to the city. The story is still unfolding. Ancient Iran is full of mysterious and fascinating tales. Stay tuned for the next episode as we uncover another hidden chapter of history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, leave a comment and join the narrator for the next episode.